Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and here we talk about all things animals. Myth 1. Are cats actually scared of water? While water isn't cats' favorite thing in the world, I wouldn't necessarily say that they are scared of it. If you properly introduce your cat to water and not in a way where you're spraying them with a spray bottle to try and discipline them, which you cannot do, in that way at least, then they probably won't have as much fear of it, especially like if you're not using it to also bathe them all the time, because that'll just set up a really negative idea of what water is and what it's like. If you don't do that, cats will not obviously just jump in the pool with you or something, but they'll at least have some interest in it, where they'll be like wanting to bap around with it or something. So I wouldn't necessarily say that cats are scared of water, but they're just not the biggest fans of water because they don't really have much of a need to be when they're domesticated. Myth 2. Cats only purr when they are feeling content or when you're petting them or they're happy. While cats will purr when you're petting them and they're content and they're happy with what's going on, they can also sometimes purr when they are in pain or in a high stress situation, because purring to them is like a form of promoting comfort. So they'll be comfortable when you're petting them, but they'll also want to promote comfort when they're in pain or super anxious and stressed out. Myth 3. Cats are nocturnal. Generally, cats seem to us to be more active when we're ready to go to bed, or right when we're wanting to get up, or maybe a few hours before we want to actually get up. And that's generally around dusk and dawn. However, cats will sleep throughout the day and throughout the night, but also will have random bursts of energies. Sometimes they could have zoomies, if you will. Their key active times are during dawn and dusk. Therefore, they are not nocturnal, but they are more crepuscular. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that, but that's what they are. The next myth is that cats can see perfectly in the dark, and though they have better eyesight than us as far as darkness goes, they do still need some light to see in the dark. So this myth seems to be kind of common. People seem to be getting a grasp that it is actually a myth though, but people think that you can feed cats dairy products such as cow's milk that they just get from the fridge or something, and this is not the case, because as soon as cats, or as kittens, after they start weaning and eating more meats and kibble, they start to become lactose intolerant, which means if you just feed them treats as milk as treats, then they could get a really bad stomach ache, and that's not good for them. So if you do want to feed them milk, I'm sure there are some milk alternative cat treats. I know Friskies has it, but I still would recommend not doing it at all. So another myth that is actually very much in place right now is that cats don't need as much affection as dogs do. And yes, they are a bit more independent than dogs are. They still need a good amount of affection. If you build a good trusting foundation with your cat, they'll more often want to come up to you and ask for cuddles and pets and for you to play with them. So they definitely do still need affection, and just make sure you're not disregarding them, because that could be very dangerous for their health too, because you won't notice if anything might be wrong with them. And also, they can get lonely. I mean, they're animals and they like to be around. Black cats are unlucky, and they are just as sweet and delightful as any other cat. And the fact that this myth is still kind of in place, be it whether people realize it or not that they think this way, because of this, black cats are often left in shelters a lot longer, if not for their entire life, and they're more prone to getting abused and neglected. And this myth just needs to be ended, because it's not true, and black cats are really sweet and really cute, and their faces are just delightful. So not a myth. Whoa. So that is a myth, not a fact. There's no such thing as an unlucky cat. They're all delightful. And the last myth is that cats cannot be trained. And I feel like the people who assume this are trying to train their cat the same way they would train a dog, and they're just completely different mindsets. For a dog, to train a dog, it's more of a like, yes, no, you can do this, you can't do this kind of thing, and discipline. But for a cat, it's like, as soon as they do something you want them to do, you give them a reward. So it's kind of like a give-take thing. You just have to be more patient and work with them and do things in a lot more shorter increments with a cat. They are in fact trainable. And later, I will do an entire video on how to train a cat because I think it's very fun.